The universe, life, is a symphony in perfect harmony. What makes life different from that is rational and logical structures that we have as a foundation. The universe and the symphony in perfect harmony are governed by laws that makes for everything possible and is forever changing and going through transitions as to become greater. That's the expansion of the universe. And if you think about all the planets as different instruments in the symphony orchestra, you can see that they have different mass and different vibrations, frequencies, expressions that makes for the passage in the symphony right now. What makes the song is their alignment, where they are in opposition position to each other, together with the stars, the constellations, and everything. And as we neglect this as a human race and rely on our rational and logical laws as a foundation, we are going against nature. This is not some kind of new era, trendy kind of thing with tarot cards and crystals. They are a part of stuff like this, of frequencies, of vibration, of energy in motion, which makes for emotion, which makes for an experience of either terror or joy. But the terrifying passage in the symphony of all love is a perception of going against it. So the opposition, which makes for perceiving a passage in a beautiful symphony as terrifying, is actually the own personal and collective opposition. It's trying to go back and listen to the song where it was, or it is trying to get ahead and listen to the song in the future as an individual and as a collective. The time is now. The time is not what it used to be, and the time is not in the future. The symphony is harmonious and steady and just ongoing. Life happens. The symphony happens. The universe is a happening. So if we neglect this to be our foundation and actually very, very loving, guiding help as to live a life with less pain and more pleasure, well, it's time to begin to listen, to begin to understand the flow of the full moon, the new moon, the alignment of the planets, and see things from a correct perspective. The rational and logical perspective, which makes for politics, are corrupt in nature because it's always in one form of opposition against itself, trying to work things out all the time from the outside in. But if we live our lives from the inside out in relation to the universal laws as individuals and as a collective, we will have a more naturally harmonious experience. And if you listen to what I just said in this video, it's not an opinion. And to neglect the planets and the stars and the universe in relation to a rational, logical structure like a law and a political system is so stupid. For real. Why are we still living like this? This is not about getting a bunch of bracelets with all the crystals in the world and living your life from a tarot card deck constantly. It is more like seeing where are we right now. The positioning of the planets and the expression is designed to find peace and harmony always. What makes for an experience in opposition to peace and harmony is a struggle. And the struggle has its origin going against that guiding. So if you neglect that, and you neglect that for a long time, you will experience a lot of pain as to make an understanding in relation to what is always correct. So you need to correct yourself, and then you do the introspection and you deal with your emotions as to tune to the natural symphony of love, which the universe is. To get in alignment with yourself, inside yourself, and also as a collective, as a human race, to get more in alignment with the universal laws and the symphony in perfect harmony. I really hope that we come to this realization in the world and really understand music, vibration, frequency, energy in motion, emotion, humane, fighting, rationality, ego, soul, everything about this. It's not really that complicated. We just make it so complicated because we're living from a incorrect position. So we need some spiritual chiropractic to make us realize our true foundation again. We used to be there many years ago, and I believe that we can come back, and I believe that we will, because the universe sorts itself out and we evolve, we become more intelligent, and we understand that what makes a change is really not in a political election. It's from a true foundation in each individual and as a collective, to be in alignment with God, source, universe, love, that actually has designed everything to be a pleasant, enjoyable, loving experience if we listen and become grateful and humble and not putting up a fight. It's like the parent that knows what's best for the child in a specific event, and the child puts up a fight and just kicks and screams until they calm down and come to peace, and then they realize, oh, it wasn't so bad, and that was just a bunch of control. And that's actually the wars going on in the world. It's the same kind of expression going against God. The problem with many of these conflicts is that they are happening in the name of God, which is a complete lack of understanding of what God is and the universal laws and the symphony in perfect harmony. It is just complete, incomprehensible acts in relation to all of that. Have a beautiful day. I love you. Bye.